Hi, it's Reti here. Welcome back to my channel that is all about off-grid life, homesteading and sustainable lifestyle. Today I'm in my chicken area because I'm planting a food forest for my chickens. So chicken are the newest addition to our homestead. Oh, yes. This is Hannah. She just wanted to get your attention. So chicken are the newest addition to our homestead. I would never have thought that I will get chicken, but we got chicken and I am absolutely in love with them. Look how cute they are. And this spring, my mission is to plant a food forest for my chickens. So our chicken are not free ranging because we have a lot of predators in our area, and a lot of my friends have lost their chicken for foxes and other predators. So I don't want this to happen. Because of this, we have built this chicken area. It's a fenced-in area which is around 100 square meters. And it's surrounded with a fence that is 2 meters high and has a barbed wire on top. And I'm still slightly worried that some predators might climb over it. But until now, it has worked. And for the night, they are sleeping inside this chicken villa that we got from our friends. We also have an automatic door, so it's a double protection for the night. And today I'm planting a food forest for the chickens. And you might wonder, why do my chicken need a food forest? So what I mean by chicken food forest is that I will plant edible shrubs and trees inside the chicken area, so that when the fruits mature, the chicken can eat some and we can eat some, and everything that falls down will be for the chicken, and everything what they can reach and what they cannot reach will be for us eventually in the future. And the other benefit of chicken food forest would be that if it's densely populated with shrubs and trees, it will give them enough shade in the summer, because the summers are very hot here in Portugal. So the chicken definitely will need some shade, and the foliage of those shrubs and trees will give shade to the chickens, and they will have place to hide under in case there would be some predators in the air or something that they are scared of, so they can have a place to hide under the trees. The area where my fenced-in chicken area is now has already 8 mature pear trees, which is great. It was intentional that we built it in this place so that they can already have the pears when they mature and drop down, and they will already have some shade. But I want to still add a layer of shrubs between the pear trees and a couple of more fruit trees, so that eventually maybe we will have to remove some of the pear trees because they are already pretty old. And who in the world needs so many pears? We have 40 pear trees altogether, and we would like to actually replace at least half of those pear trees with other fruit trees, so we would have variety of fruits and not just pears, which here in Portugal, the pears, they mature all within 1 week. So we have tons of pears 1 week, and the rest of the year we don't have any fruit. So that's why my mission is to plant a lot of different fruit trees and fruit shrubs, and eventually maybe replace some of the older pear trees that are not doing so well. And my approach to planting this food forest is that I'm planting it gradually, meaning that every time when I go to a shop or a nursery and find an interesting shrub or plant, I get it and plant it. I have already planted some shrubs here. I have a red currant, black currant, kochi berry, and another kochi berry. And today I'm going to plant another kochi berry and a mulberry tree. So I have decided to plant this mulberry tree strategically on the southern side of the chicken coop, because mulberries are fairly fast growing and they have large leaves and a lot of foliage. So my hope is that in a couple of years it will be a large tree with a lot of leaves and will give a lot of shade to the chicken coop. So the chicken will have it nice and cool, and they don't have to suffer so much from the southern sun that is hitting in the summer really hard. Let's get planting. I have created those cages from the fencing wire to put around the plants to protect them from the chicken, so the chicken cannot eat up the young leaves of the plants. And for now I'm covering them with the frost fleece to protect them from the chicken and also from the cold that might still come. Few days have passed since I planted those trees here, and I have decided to make some improvements in my chicken food forest. As I said, it's a gradual process, so I do it little by little. I found some porridge plants in some other part of my garden because porridge is a very beneficial plant for the garden. I had it in my garden and it has been self-seeding. So I have lots of little porridge plants popping up in the garden, and there are too many for the area where they are. So I dig up some of them and I decided to plant them next to my fruit trees in the chicken food forest. They are very beneficial plants also for humans. We can eat them, they are edible. They have beautiful blue flowers that are edible, and the leaves are edible as well. The leaves actually taste like cucumber. And they are very rich in nutrients, especially omega-3s and vitamin A and vitamin K. And they are also very beneficial for the chickens. So basically chicken can eat them. They are edible for the chicken, and they are very nutrient rich. The same nutrients as for humans are also for the chicken. The second reason why those are very beneficial plants are because they are nutrient accumulators. What that means is that they help other plants to grow. Like they have those very deep tap roots. You can even see one here. So they have very deep tap roots that go really, really deep and bring nutrients up from the soil. And when you chop and drop them, or in the autumn when the leaves fall, they will help the other plants to absorb the nutrients. So that's why I have decided to plant those porridge plants next to the fruit trees and shrubs that I have planted for my chickens. And when they grow and the foliage comes out of the cages, the chicken can snack on the leaves and they will help my plants to grow. I have also found some green pea seeds, and now the weather is warm enough. I hope that I can already plant those. So peas and everything, peas and beans, everything in the legume family is called nitrogen fixer, which means also they are really good for the other plants. They help the other plants to grow. So I have decided to plant some green peas around the other plants that I have planted, the shrubs and the trees. Again, for the same reason that they will help my plants to grow, and also bees. Again, the whole plant of a bee is very beneficial for the chickens. And so if something comes out of the cage, the chickens can eat them. Another thing that I'm going to do today is that I have finally found some chicken wire, and the weather has become warm enough that I don't need this frost clothes anymore. So I'm going to remove the frost clothes and replace it with the chicken wire, so the plants will get more sun and will hopefully grow better. An important detail that I forgot to mention before is that I'm planting green peas and not green beans. It's very important to notice the difference because beans are toxic for the chickens. Both the plants and the seeds, raw seeds of beans, are toxic for the chickens, so they should never be planted inside the chicken area or close to it. So I have put this chicken wire around the fencing cage of the plant so that the chicken will not be able to put their little heads through the fencing wire, because the fencing wire has two big holes and the chicken could go in there and eat the plant or eat the leaves of the plant or the new sprouts that are coming up. But why I'm using the cage at all and not only chicken wire is because chicken wire is very soft, so it would not be strong enough to keep the cage up. That's why I'm using the double layer, first the fencing net and then the chicken wire around. And like this, my plant should be really well protected. I have decided to also make some rings with only planting seeds in them. I think it's a good time now in the spring. And I have chosen some plants that should be really good for the chicken, like sunflowers, green peas again, marigolds, and calendula. I'm thinking to just put a lot of seeds in here and just see what grows. As you have probably already noticed, the chicken are very interested in scratching it all up. So I guess I will need some extra layer of protection for it. And I'm thinking to bring one of those old car tires to put it around just for the beginning to let the seeds sprout, at least without the chicken scratching them completely up before they can even grow. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and follow me for more interesting chicken, garden and off-grid videos. I hope to see you in the next video.